Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Adib Haikal bin Aziz. I'm taking Bachelor in Creative Multimedia. So today I'm going to present my assignment 1 of Design Management. So the artist that I chose is Brian Donnelly. Brian Donnelly is an American artist and designer. He is known professionally as the artist Kaus. Kaus is a New York artist who has made a name of him designing limited edition of toys and clothing. He is also world-renowned who exhibits in museums and galleries internationally. Brian Donnelly was born in 1974 in New Jersey. He is a graffiti artist. Brian Donnelly first became interested in graffiti artists in elementary school, where he spent a good time of copying graffiti images onto paper. His first influence were his neighborhood children that they painted graffiti images on walls within his community. As he grew older, his influence came from traditional live painters such as Gerard Richter. After that, he graduated from School Visual of Art in New York. After he graduates, Brandon Lee works for Disney as a freelance animator. He got the chance to produce and committed the films such as 101 Dalmatian, Daria, and Dog. So I'm going to tell you the background of Brian Donnelly. Brian Donnelly, known as Kaus, began his career as a graffiti artist in New York. His images were identified on billboards, bus stops, and in phone booths. Once Kaus began to gain popularity, his graffiti advertisement became highly desired after. After that, he traveled across around the world and received many awards. Then Kaus began to design and produce limited editions of toys and clothing. It gains internationally popularity, especially in Japan. Kaus has collaborating with some other brands which make it more popular. Kaus also not just design and produce toys and clothing. He is also made a lot of exhibition and tour around the Europe. Many of his exhibitions get sold in highly priced with the bidders because they appreciate the arts of Kaus. So this is the art direction of Brian Donnelly. Brian Donnelly is a popular of his art style, which is graffiti. He expresses his art through sculptures, painting, toys, and collectible items. Brian Donnelly's work is famous on characterizing by emphasis on color and line. Distinctive graphics such as repeated use of X on hands, nose and ears, and also the compilation of pop culture icons such as Mickey Mouse, Michelin Man, Smurfs, and SpongeBob SquarePants. These characters are generally portrayed in a shy or powerless pose, often with their hands over their nose. In his painting, Brian Donnelly always interprets his compilation of iconic characters into shapes that produce abstract paintings. The next is ideologies of Brian Donnelly. Brian Donnelly argued that he wants his character to be universal. So it is to show the understandable to his audience in spite of their cultural backgrounds. The name Kaus itself doesn't mean anything other than letters which Brian Donnelly felt placed together and suit artistic taste. The ultimate aims were to cherish a democratic culture, not to question the structural disadvantages to the democracy. At this point, of culture was form of street art that needs to harness and unifying power of corporate communication. So this is the product design invented of Brian Donnelly. Brian Donnelly, known as Kaus, has worked many product and design that is known for animated school character with repeated use of X. Some of the material that used on the products including fiberglass, aluminium, wood, bronze, and steel. This product is very famous worldwide and many people would buy this product as their collectible item. Cos also do clothing design and do collaboration with popular brands such as Uniqlo, Bathing Ape, and Hypebeast. So, Chapter 3, Breakthrough Story. The breakthrough story of Brian Donnelly. Cos took a life-changing trip to Japan in 1999. There, Brian Donnelly created his first edition toys by collaborating the companion manufacturers in Japan. A series of Mickey Mouse in 3 colors. He billing himself more as a brand than an artist by focusing on developing product and not original works or limited editions. These characters also made their way into paintings and become extremely desired after. After that, Cos work began to break into international market and his name popping up all across the world. His breakthrough in the streetwear scene in 2001 with his collaboration a Bathing Ape brand. Within the span of 3 years, he connected with hip-hop scene and after that led to all kinds of opportunities with other big brands. His art followed the taste of the people and Cos managed to sold out after only half an hour online after he launches his big collaboration with Uniqlo. The t-shirt is made special edition and limited. So the success story of Brian Donnelly is when in 2000, in 2019, the report announced that his average sale price almost doubled. Cos also big on Instagram. The success of social media has been a big factor in his growth to the art world. Many of the users posted on their Instagram. The pop art style gained popularity and attribute Cos as a street artist. The fashion world also contributed the success of Cos after he opened his own fashion label. Cos began to work with a number of click streetwear labels, including working collaboration with popular brands which is Uniqlo, Bathing Ape, Nike, and Dior. Recently, he developed his pair of Nike shoes and became blew up all across the world. A fashion week give a great progress to Cos fashion label because they are famous fashionable designers and are there to see. The design strategies on Brian Donnelly are more to 1990s graffiti and urban intervention for which he inserted his own cartoon graphics into display around the world. The signature of Cow's design with the eyes crossed out and animated school character has made featuring images of 80s and 90s American cartoon characters like the Smurfs and the Simpsons. This signature itself makes the people more interested because it's famous known as pop-up art style. So these are the design direction that I taught early. So the famous of repeated use of X is the animated school. These are the examples of his design. The direction of his design is pop art style, pop art culture, cartoon companion, graffiti, and also animated school character with repeated X on eye cross out. These are the examples. So in conclusion, Brian Donnelly gives a lot of inspiration in the art world. The passion that he builds and follow his true art directions, he wants his art to be universal to other people, so that people that has taste of artistry will appreciate the hard work of his Brian Donnelly known as Cos. To become like Brian Donnelly, I need to identify my own art style to open the path of my journey and want to open the people's eye about the importance of art. Nowadays, social media is where people do when they are free time, so I will use the platform to post of my artworks and spread creativity. It will give me an access to wider audience. Social media has the capacity to engage and inspire the lives of people. It is to encouraging them to develop their creative and intellectual potential. This will help improving our local art communities and gain productivity of the industry. That's all. Thank you.